Hey guys, StudiousToe here, welcome to the Bagel Nation. Today we're going to be playing Banished. I have a few videos up from a few months ago of Banished, and I decided to pick it up again. I just kind of saw it in my Steam library, so why haven't I played this in a while? And decided to make a video. So that's the story behind the video. Let's get to it. So we're going to name our town, I mean we have to be the Bagel Nation, don't we? The Bagel Nation. And map seed, we'll just take that as given. I haven't played in a while. We're going to play valleys because that's a little easier. We're just going to have hard starting conditions, but mountains can be pretty difficult to deal with. We'll go a large map, might as well. We'll go fair. Go for, I think I'm fine with that. And we'll have disasters on. So other than the terrain, I think everything's relatively difficult. I suppose we could choose a harder climate, but other than that, I think we're good to go. So, Banished, for those of you just joining us, is a town building game, but there's no money. It's not like your normal sim tycoon type game. It's a little more. It's resource management, which is, resources. It's a resource economy, I guess, and not even really an economy. There's not much trading. You're, unlike a lot of games, let's see if I remember how to move around. Unlike a lot of games, your main influx of population is from birth, not from, what's the other thing? Immigration, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to remember how I like my interface here. Banished is great because it has a really customizable interface that you can just put anywhere that you like. Let's see. Oh, already have that up. We want our resources. I think I usually like it about like this. I know this is a really fascinating video, something I could have done before starting recording. Let's see, and limits. Well, we don't really need this up right now, but we'll go ahead and just keep it up. Very, very lovely interface for me. Minimalist, but also in depth and lets you do what you want. Let's see, can I remember how to... Can you not drag and drop on the map? I thought you could do that. Guess I was wrong. Okay, can use keyboard controls. All right, let's get to it. Oh, that's messing me up. I want to use my mouse to drag. Is there not? Sorry. Okay, well, let's go ahead and start with a stockpile. Everyone here, you can see it's homeless, and we've got pretty minimal supplies. We start off with 100 firewood, and some tools, some food, some clothes, and that's about it. So we want to just go ahead and gather resources all around where we are. Looks like we started in a pretty good location. The map, we've got a river, which is always good for trading later on. Okay. And I think we've got a lot of resources in here, so I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to designate a stockpile right here. We're probably going to end up moving it at some point, but I think for now, just want to have a stockpile ready there. And set everybody to gather the resources. Is this... resources. In just this general... Oh, okay, I'm looking at this wrong. I want my grid to be in this direction, not in... Okay. So, grid is like this, okay. Gotta get used to that, that's weird for this map. Just how I perceive it, not how... No, get my phone silenced in a moment. So just go ahead and designate all of this to be removed. So we'll send everybody on their merry way, and let's see if I remember how to. We'll speed up time. Go ahead and get everybody moving. So we got this going. We want to get. Did we not designate a stockpile? Did I mess that up? Stockpile. There we go. Oh, I can't build it on our wagon. That was my problem. Wasn't paying attention, I guess. Okay, we're gonna make just, I guess, about 10 by 5 right there. And these are laborers, where... Do I normally have this up here? I don't know, I'm gonna be playing around with my interface. These are laborers, that's our entire population. They're the ones who are going to be doing all of this sort of resource movement and that sort of thing. So we want to go ahead and start getting... Did we not? That's going to bug me. There we go. We want to get our town started, and I'm trying to remember what the best way to start your town is, honestly. Probably need to start building a few homes and getting places to gather food, which means we need probably a hunter's... hunter. Oh, that's pasture. Hunting cabin, which we want to be in the woods. The bad thing about our starting location is that we're either going to have to come this way to expand our town, or we're going to have to encroach on our hunting territory. Because that looks like the best area from what I can see on our map. I mean, obviously way out here, but we're not going to get there for a long time. I've come close to filling up a pretty big map before, but it takes a while. So let's designate, we don't want it to be too far from town, but we need it to be pretty much surrounded by trees is what you want, in my experience. So go ahead and designate that. It's pretty far from town, so people aren't really going to be too happy to be building it, but that's going to be an essential thing. Also going to want to have a gatherer's hut, probably, but we'll hold off on that actually a little bit. Did we start with seeds? I don't remember how you, where to, I think you might have to build a... The way I know to see if we have seeds is to build something. For now, we'll be fine. You can see just the lovely... I love the presentation of this game. It's so... Like, everything... It's got good graphics, but its aim isn't to be realistic, necessarily, other than in the gameplay. It's, and that gives it a lot of charm, in my opinion. Okay, this tree. I want this tree gone. It's bugging me. So we'll also need, see, we're running out of tools. That's just stored tools, so presumably people have them. You know, we had 10 laborers and 10 tools missing. So now that did we not designate this to be removed? Okay, I guess I just missed that. So now we want to get some homes going, and here's our homes tab. Later we can build, well, we can build them now, stone houses. That's another thing about Banished. You don't have to unlock anything. You can build everything as long as you have the resources, which you don't always have, which is, you know, part of the challenge of the game. That's what makes it difficult and rewarding. I'm gonna go ahead and build, just start planning out. I don't want to be too reckless with how I start this, but I'm going to just go ahead and designate, I don't know, I think that'll be fine. But we're going to put most of these on pause, because we need people. We also need to designate some builders, since we have two building projects underway. Where's our hunting lodge? It's somewhere out here. Probably where these people are. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there's our hunting cabin. And that'll provide us food. We're already we're going through food pretty quickly. It's summer now. I think after, we're in year 1 right now, hence the 1. Once we get to year 2, I think is when we're gonna want to look into farming. They're cold here. Do we not have firewood? Okay, we have no stored firewood, so we want to amend that by having a wood chopper. Here we go. Wood cutter, I'm sorry. So we'll want them to be near our resource pile. Your town layout really does matter in Banished. So, and you can see these, well, I was about to point at the screen, you can't see my finger. The little squares with arrows, those are where a road is supposed to be, so you can't build on those, hence but you can double up your roads like this, because that's where the roads for our houses are supposed to be. So we want this to probably, let's not... Let's put it about here. That's close to our houses, close to our stockpile. All in all, a good thing. Good for everybody. And we'll go ahead and, since we already have the builders designated, get another house going. Are we short on logs? We've got a lot of logs here. Let's see, we've got a lot of logs, so we should just be that there. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're in the process of building. Got all the resources allocated, so that's good. And got everything started here. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, we need more builders. Looks like we're good on resources for a little while. And you can see we still have a lot of homeless people. Food and firewood is low. Okay, I think I might want this up here. More in my face. Maybe. Excuse me while I play around with, I think I normally keep it down there, but I think I'm going to try up here. Get these all. I want to see as much of the actual game as possible, not just the interface. We can now designate some hunters to work in the hunting cabin. And now that we have all our building projects done, we'll cut down on the number of builders, add 3 hunters, because we need as much food as we can get from them. And we probably also want to make a fishing dock. Fishing docks are pretty reliable. They tend to fluctuate in production a little less than other forms of food production, so go ahead and start working on that. I believe 4 people can work on that. And we'll get this other house started. So let's come in here. Here's our fishing dock. And there are some flex tiles, as you can see, that can be either on water or on land, just depending on... That gives you some freedom on where to place it. Some Mel Gibson and Braveheart freedom. Let's see. So your early choices will affect how your town builds, just like a real city. Let's see. Do we have all the resources we need? Okay, I like this here. I think this is how I normally set it up, something like this. So I don't really need the map right now. I'm going to close that just to give it a little bit of extra screen real estate. And alright, let's get some fishermen working. Cut down the number of builders we have so that we can start, but then also get this house underway. And oh, we need a woodcutter to get us some, because our houses are cold. It's getting into autumn. Hopefully we don't have a bad winter. If we have a bad winter at the very beginning, we're probably not going to be doing so hot. Pun intended, but not celebrated. Kind of walked into that one and stuck with it. So we're going to go ahead and just... We've got 1 laborer right now. We're going to designate... Oh, someone has died. Starvation. Evan the child. How sad. Yeah, we didn't get to food quickly enough. We probably should have gotten there quicker. There's always a chance in Banished that you just... Everything... You die, basically. You can usually keep a town going for a while. Even when they're super sad, they'll keep going, but... Alright, we got people fishing. We are completely out of food, so there's a good chance this winter will kill us. Given the number of hungry people that we're seeing. How is our cabin doing? We're getting a lot of... Okay, we're getting food, so that's good. That's definitely a good thing. And... Oh, we're losing people. The builder has died of starvation. Man. People automatically reallocate based on this stuff. You don't have to micromanage too much in this game, which is nice. Reserve of firewood is low. How's our woodcutter doing? Do we have a limit placed on? Or do we just... Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and just say cut trees. Oh, no, not what we want. Eventually, we will want a forester lodge so that we can sustainably gather trees. And then we'll come over here, since this is all... Wait, we've already designated a lot of that. We'll just go ahead and get all this going. That'll take a while for our 3 laborers. We're having a rough start. I didn't get on the food train quick enough. Probably should be a higher priority in the future. Looks like we lost 2 people. And just like real life, you have children and you have students. Students are better laborers, but they take longer to become laborers. Children can work sooner, at like 12, I think. But they're not as good of laborers. Now, they're both basically useless to you. So once you get going, you definitely want to have a school. I think it's from 12 to 18 that they're in school, and that is definitely worth it for the long run. But right now, we need all the laborers we can get on board. No one's homeless anymore, so that's good. Built our 4 houses. We're pretty sprawled out. I'm not happy with my decision making here. We're in late winter, so and we've got some food stored up, so I think we're in a good position. We could have started a farm already. I think we probably should have, but instead we're going to build a gatherer's lodge and or gatherer's hut. I prefer to build them pretty close to our hunters. Just for one thing, you can make roads that they share, but also just they both need the forest, I guess is what I'm saying. So we'll get that going. Okay. And yeah, I've sprawled things out a little bit too much. I would definitely say these should all be relatively close to each other, but this gives us some room to grow. We want to get a storage barn in the works. I usually like to keep these by my stockpiles. This is a fairly good size, fairly big stockpile, so I think we're gonna go ahead and just leave. I think this is how we'll keep it. Leave our town kind of this general layout. I say while saluting. So I think all in all, we could have done a little better that winter, but I'm reasonably happy. How's the fishing coming? We got 306 last year, so we can probably count on quite a bit more, given we got a late start. So both of these look to be pretty productive for our food production for the time being. The gathering hut will gather some food and some herbs and things, if I remember correctly. Do we not have... Oh, we don't have builders. What do we need 7 builders for? What do we... Oh, we have this in progress too. Okay. I forgot about that. Our storage barn. Storage barns store different goods than our stockpiles, things that need to be indoors, like food and the like. We'll leave 1 laborer. I think we'll... If no one's designated this... Okay. All of our builders, I believe, are designated to the gathering hut. You have to remember this sort of thing. You have to remember that you have to have workers active and things like that. That's always... actually, we're going to put 1 laborer, because the laborer will allocate the supplies. They'll bring them over here. What are we low on? Looks like we need more wood. It's a nice way to... When you have a smaller town, you can just look at your stockpile to tell what you need. We're up to capacity on fuel. I'm actually going to raise that capacity. We'll go 350 so that we can just have that ready. It won't go to waste just by sitting there. We probably also need to get a tailor up and running. So especially early game is when most of the challenge is, for the most part. I mean, if you start off well, then you've got a good chance of succeeding. If you don't start well, then, you know. Let's get this tailor. Where's a good spot for this? Near the storage barn, because that's where they'll be getting their supplies from, I believe. So maybe over here. That's a little weird of a layout, because we still got our wagon there. Can we just get rid of... Is the wagon permanent? I think it goes away eventually, but it's kind of annoying at the moment to me. I'm 13 again. Let's... I like keeping things relatively compact. That's bad for fires, but I've never had too bad of an experience with fires. Actually, let's put this like that so that we're not wasting. We don't have a road that only serves half, or only serves one side of it. I'd prefer to put it there actually, but that'll be a little bit of wasted space, I suppose. We could move this. Actually, I'm going to change my mind, be a little anal about this. Remove structure, okay. And that was a Taylor. Put this like that so that in the future we can use all of our space. It's not going to be important for a little while, but the more we expand, the more compact we want our city to be, which means in turn you want to have buildings that don't catch on fire all the time, which means that you want to have stone houses instead of wooden houses. There's a lot of trade-off. It's really cool. Really appreciate this game. It's a lot of fun for me. Okay, how's our gatherer's hut coming along? Now would be a good time to start getting some farmland ready. We're getting laborers quickly enough, I think. So we could get a crop field. I think for now we just want to... 15 by 15 is the max size for a crop field. We might just do it right here. Might work. We want to be optimal though. Let's see. Gonna be a little weird about this for a bit. Okay, try maybe here. Wait, this direction. It's the one wait. There we go. Reserve of tools is low. We also need to get a tool maker, so there's a lot of balancing, especially early game. And by tool maker, I mean blacksmith, of course. We'll put them right across from the tailor for now. How are our building? We have a lot of building projects in progress. We're going to pause the Gatherer's Hut for now because I think it's more important that we have tools than anything else that we're working on. We have one clothing item, one clothes stored. So we just need to make sure everything is allocated properly. We are low on tools. And we've got laborers just generally working to get all this going. Crap, did we encroach too much on our hunting cabin? I'm gonna cancel some of our resource removal. Just in this. So that, yeah, I think we're okay now. Just make sure that, yeah, I think we're okay. I don't want to get rid of too much from our cabins. They're not going to be effective if they're in the middle of our city. Okay, we've got a crop field ready. Do we not have seeds? Oh, we didn't start with seeds. Oh, because we started on the harder settings. Oh, I didn't realize that you don't start with seeds. So we're going to have to trade for those at some point, which means we want a trading post, which actually may just remove this crop field. And where's our trading post? There we go. Needs to be on the river. And boom, boom, boom. Looks like we're probably gonna want to get. Yeah, we'll put it about where our crop field currently is. I forgot that that we wouldn't start with any seeds. Normally, I think you start with like potatoes or something. Oh, idiot. This side goes in the water. Can we build it here? Can we maybe this side? No. Finding enough congruent, and by congruent I mean contiguous space can be tricky with things that need multiple types of terrain, such as fishing docks or trading posts or quarries or mines. It's either quarries or mines. I think mines? I don't remember. One of them has to be built on the side of a mountain. Is the overarching point that I'm... Maybe that's not the over... Just forget. I'm trying to talk and play a game at the same time. Just ignore it and appreciate the beauty that is Banished. We're low on food, so we're gonna lose some people. My guess is this. How's our? We're good on firewood. And we don't have effective tools. We need to get this blacksmith up and running as quickly as possible. What's the hold up? Okay. Let's pause this. Pause this. Okay, we got our 2 people allocated. There's a chance that this city will not be going anywhere at all. Yeah, not feeling great about this yet. Given our food, we really need tools. Why aren't our resources... Okay, I guess they just do them in order from left to right. That makes sense. I guess obviously you have to remove and you get the wood and the stone and iron. Those things, in my mind, could be interchangeable. I guess they kind of do work interchangeably, but anyway. I'm just overanalyzing what's going on. Alright. We might be okay, because we're going to get some tools ready. You see, people are less effective as builders when they, this guy is twitching. We made it through the winter, though, which is very good for us. We've got a lot of building projects we need to finish up. We got 3 paused. But all in all, other than the few deaths we had our first winter, I'm relatively pleased with our progress, so... Okay, we can designate a blacksmith now. Let's just make sure that they're building. We don't have coal yet because we don't have a mine. But all in all, I think we've got a pretty good start going. I haven't made too many big mistakes, but overall, I am pleased with the direction of our town so far, of the Bagel Nation. And I think it's going to wrap it up for this video. So on behalf of everyone here at the Bagel Nation, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this video, if you enjoy watching me play this game, then please leave a like down below. I really appreciate it. You want to chat about it, leave a comment, and I'll get back to you. If you want to see more of this or any of my other content, I'm currently working on some playthroughs of this war of mine and playing GeoGuessr. That's a fun game. Those might be interesting to you. Check those out. And the best way to keep in touch with everything I'm doing here at the Bagel Nation, StudiousToe Gaming, is to subscribe. That just lets YouTube know you want to see my views. My views. You want to see my views. You want to see my what are they called? Videos? I think they're called videos. Whatever these newfangled videos the kids are talking about. But anyway, that's the best way to keep in touch and to keep and to support me if you like what's going on here. All in all, thank you so much for watching and enjoy your stay in the Bagel Nation.